Hey! First thing you need to do is hit that subscribe button because here we're going to talk all about cash stuffing, savings challenges, and breaking free from debt. Then you can get success with your finances like a pro. Well, if I can do it as a mom of 6 with my crazy chaos, I know you can do it too. Next, hit that bell so you can stay on track and know when I post my next video where I tell you the 5 easy ways to start the cash envelope method. And lastly, hit the thumbs up so others can find me easier and we can do this budget life together. Okay, we're going to go ahead and jump into the budget for today, and I know financial stress is a common problem for many, but there is a solution that can help you take control and reach all your financial goals. Honestly, starting today makes you that much closer to your goals than you were yesterday. So you just got to do it. It's like sometimes one step forward and a couple back, but honestly, if I just keep going, I usually reach all the goals that I need to reach. It's only when I don't have a good plan that things get messed up. So let's get into this. This is why I use the Easy Cash Budget Extended Weekly Planner. All right, I'm gonna take a sip of this coffee. If you need to get coffee to get going for today, let's do it. Pause the video and come on back. Okay, so I use the Easy Cash Budget Extended Weekly Planner because it makes things super simple for me. But you could just get a pen and paper and write these things out. The best thing is just to know, right? You just need to know what you have and what you're spending and where you're at. So let's go ahead and do this. And this is for my high priority sinking funds. I only have a high and a low, and then I take this and I fill my cash wallet. I make it that simple. I think a lot of people have a lot of different envelopes or different binders. I just keep it that simple, my high and my low. That's it. So this is my high priority. These are the things that I need more immediate, that if I don't have to spend, that it'll put me in a tight bind. Okay, I got you zoomed in so you can see well. This is my income. This is my second paycheck. I have 5 paychecks between me and my husband, and this is our second one. And so there's the amount, and this is the date I received it, and this is the next date of our next paycheck. So I know all the bills that fall within this period of time I need to pay. Here's the bills. I write their amount and their due date. And then I go ahead and give that a total, and the remainder from my paycheck and my bills is $455. Then I go ahead and I do my cash envelopes. These are the ones that go in my wallet, but I fill them in my high priority sinking fund binder all month long. And then at the beginning of the next month, I'll take out that money and put it in my binder. So I'm ahead on this, but if I wasn't, I would just fill directly into my wallet. Then I go ahead and I do my sinking funds. These are things that I know that are absolutely going to happen, and I absolutely have to have the money for it, but I don't necessarily have enough money from a paycheck for it. So I go ahead and I just do a little bit every single paycheck. And then I also make sure that my debt's always, snowballing. And if you don't know what that is, I'll go ahead and link a video above that basically tells you what the snowball method is and maybe which one's best for you. But I make sure every single paycheck my snowball is still going for the one that I've chosen to pay off first. And then I go ahead and I leave a zero-based budget. That way all my money has a home and it all has somewhere to belong, and no overspending can happen, and everything's accounted for. Okay, so now that we know our whole budget and we have it all mapped out, like how much money is going to be for each envelope, now we can go ahead and begin. And if I had money left over, it would have gone into my savings challenge, and I take that money and I save it all month from all my paychecks, and then that extra goes into my low priority long-term savings binder. But I didn't have any of that today, so I'm not doing that because my paycheck was a little shorter than normal. So instead, we're just going to go ahead and start into my high priority sinkings fund binder. And let's get all this money separated real quick. I've already added it up and made sure that it equaled the $245 I accounted for and the $110 right here that I already allotted to this. All right, so we have car maintenance, and it looks like it's going to be $70. So let's get that. 20, 40, 60, and 70. And I'm putting so much in here because I don't know. It seems like all the cars need everything all at once, and they all need oil change, and they all need a checkup. So there's that. Let's see what we have. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 70. So 170, that probably won't even be enough, so I'll probably have to do one, save up, and then I'll do another. That way I don't go in debt trying to get my car fixed up. Next one we have is birthdays, and I do have a Mr. Birthday, 5-year-old birthday coming up, so I wanted to go ahead and get that nice and saved for. So we got 30 more. Let's see how much money we have in birthdays. All right, we got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. $90, which will probably be more than enough, but it is his 5th birthday, so I think I'll probably do one with all of his little friends at school. He wants to do it at a water, like a park that has a splash pad, which I think is great because that's free. So bless his heart for wanting that. That'll make it super easy. Graduation, $40. That's coming up in less than a month for my 2nd oldest. Can't believe it. I'm so excited for her. So let's see what we have going for there. We got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. And I know I need to put a lot more into this one too, because it's not so much for the graduation, but the graduation gift that she can be prepared for college. Let's see, haircuts. I have $30 for haircuts. Yeah, and because graduation and all that's coming up, I know everyone's gonna need a haircut. We have wonderful family coming into town, so I just wanna make sure, you know, that we look all sharp for that. Let's see what's next. Moving. And moving, we have it at just 5. It's not quite a priority this month. I don't think we even have that much in here, but that's so far off. 20, 40, 45, 50, $55 that we're kind of just taking that real slow and easy and getting through graduation and the birthday and all of that first. Okay, pet care. All right, we have 30, and I feel like we just already need to do this again, not only for my Mr. Dog Coda, who is super hairy, but also for my chickens. I just want to get them all set because where I live it's really hot, and yeah, I just need to put up like misters and make it all summer ready. Okay, next is business expenses, and I'm going to do just $5 in here. Let's see what we got here so far. 20, 25, 30, 35, $40. All right. Next is health, and I'm skipping that because I haven't actually used any of my health since I've stuffed it, because I don't really have any co-pays right now. They've all been 0, so I'm kind of loving that, but I'm just going to leave it because I haven't really needed it. Subscriptions, I'm going to do 5, and this is not for my monthly subscriptions, these are for yearly. So what I do is I save up all year long, and then I transition 1 or 2 of my subscriptions into fully paid for a year, so that I free up money every month and it doesn't bog me down. You know, for instance, you could even do this like with either Amazon or Canva, or even your car insurance. You could use something like that where you pay for it all year long and you usually save a lot of money, and then you don't have to pay so much every month, right? So you free up that money. All right, next we have childcare, and I did 30 for childcare. And I think I just paid out, so I don't got anything in there right now. We have Amazon and Etsy. I am skipping for this month. There's something in there still I haven't used, so my hubby, he's gonna get 30. He again went and got amazing deals. Actually, for my son's birthday at the auction, it was like this ride-on tractor. That's like usually a few $100s for like $20 in a box brand new. It's amazing. Auctions are amazing. Let's see what we have here for him. Is 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. So he just finds like killer deals. I love it. Date night, I think we decided 25. All right. And eating out, I just did 20. I've been trying really hard not to eat out, do the Emeals, that I had in my other video. That really helps us not eat out, and actually it helps us eat a lot better because I'm trying to always eat healthy and be conscious of that. Not so much for weight, though that's a plus, but more for so when the older you get and the busy kiddo life that I have, I'm exhausted if I don't eat right. It makes me feel super sluggish. So fun's gonna get 20. I really want to save up in that department for fun because I want to take the kids to go see a movie or something. I don't know. Let's see, clothing. I think I was gonna skip clothing. Oh no, I did do 5. Okay. That's why I have my budget book. Helps keep me on track, right? Miscellaneous. Oops, we did 5. And kids and extra, we did 5. And that's it. Awesome. So it's all go ahead stuffed and all in there. And that is what planning does. It really helps keep you on track. And I know that things can get hard at first, knowing what to do and what sinking funds you should do, what categories you should have. You know, I definitely think it's different for each person, but I think that it's pretty easy to just look back at what you do every month or the last 3 months, and if you spent your money on it and it's not a typical bill, then it probably should be a sinking fund. Just that. Or big things like this or registration, they also need a sinking fund because these things sneak up on us and they make us go back into debt. So we need to prevent that by preparing. So go ahead and see my next video. You know, again, hit that bell button because I'm going to go ahead and post one here just in a few days, and you'll be able to maybe get more insight on how you should start your cash stuffing envelope adventure. But follow me on this journey, and we will go ahead and get our finances all settled and our journey going together. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for hanging around till the end to do this cash stuffing with me. And as always, it was a joy. If you just go ahead and start today, you're already more ahead than you were yesterday. If you need tips and tricks on how to get out of debt, go ahead and watch my how to get out of debt fast video here. And if you need to just free up some cash so you can do some more cash stuffing envelopes and things like that, then watch this video here where I talk about how to use some of these common apps we have today to free up some money for groceries and things like that. And also remember, I'm going to do a cash envelope and how to start video here just in a few days if you're brand new and you need the tips and tricks. So just look out for that. All right, and as always, go ahead and find joy in your journey, and I'll see you next time.